Hey guys, it's Luxury Mogul here. Just decided to do something a little different today, and to basically to start playing a little bit of the trainer challenge. Now these are really going to be really short games. Um, I guess it just gives a nice step back from the big competitive game, and just to help new players begin to play their own Pokemon TCG as well. So I think we'll be doing like like 3 or 4 of these battles in one. So just because these battles are just super quick. I start with the game head, Zach, the head of the quote quote league, and he plays a colorless deck. At this point, my deck really has no adjustments to it. It's a theme deck. It's a little frustrating to play because there aren't too many supporters here. So as you can tell, I just singed again because I really didn't have much else to do. So Shutout uses his attack to basically knock out mine. I attach the Cyndaquil, play another one on the bench. In simple games like these, in basic games like these, it's really important to get as many basic Pokemon as you can on the bench, and just to start attacking whenever you can. So I was able to knock out the Shadowt from the combined energy of Burn, as well as the Burn that was on it. So yeah, I use Energy Returner to return energy. I start charging up another Cyndaquil. Obviously, I'm no match for this Cinccino, I believe. So knocks me out single-handedly, which was insane. I remember just keep joking about how unfair it is because of how great their decks are with Eviolite. I don't know if an Eviolite ends up coming out in this one, but I know Eviolite does come out in some of the games I've played, and it's like insane. I'm able to knock out the Cinccino, which is great. Flare for 20. Check hit points, and it's 90. It's Audino, the hit point monster. I do get a supporter, and he seems to dead draw on energy, which is lucky for me because his deck is probably around 100 times better than mine. So he plays trainers to get his energy back and passes because I don't know why he passed, but he passed. I have 90 and I debate using the plus power. I don't use it, and I let him do it. He plays Hugh. You see, if you're just starting out in Pokemon, just remember that just to make sure that you have an adequate amount of supporters in your hand, just because of how instrumental the supporters are in case you start off with a dead draw. I think you'll see pretty fast how easy it was for me to dead draw myself. So it was generally a generally pretty bad for me because of the lack of supporters. I use Heat Acceleration, overkill with a 3 in the discard, and attach it all to Cyndaquil. It's the only really option I have. It's because it's so important. I don't have any supporters in my hand, and I'm still able to keep up with it, so I guess it's still pretty cool that I'm still able to keep up with it, with his deck, with so many supporters, and me not having a single supporter. I use Searing Flame to try to burn it, and it works. He attacks me for a Shadowt, flips a tail, so gets 20 damage because of his burn, and he won't get rid of that burn unless he retreats or evolves. So I attack one more Searing Flame on it, and it dies. Well, it doesn't die, it gets knocked out, but you see all the supporters are playing. I barely have any supporters. I do end up with a Quilava, so that is a good sight for me. I end up not using the plus power. I use Searing Flame again, just to burn the Audino and make it easier for myself to attack. He flips a tail, so Audino gets another 10. He plays Aspertia City Gym, which gives his Pokemon basically 20 more damage, 20 more hit points each. I evolve to Typhlosion, which is pretty much the biggest I'll get right now. Retreat to Typhlosion, and I get to use some of its awesome attacks. I keep charging up energy on the Typhlosion because I know that Fire Spin forces me to discard energy. I do the big attack just to speed up the process and try to kill the Audino faster. I attach another energy, and it's game. So that's the first game. I advance to the next round, and I do end up getting one supporter at the very end. I notice rewards, and I realize that cards get replaced as you advance. And I do get a Magmortar now for my way too many fire energy. Second game, I play Mick. Hello, Luxury Mogul, ready to play. I hear you're pretty good. Scared? Not a bit. Just good isn't enough to beat me. These, they're all kind of really cocky. Again, I start with my only supporter, Bill. Don't get me wrong, I love Bill, but it's really, really difficult. It's for two cards where it's like two cards considering other things give you more cards to draw, like Sharon, and that Bill gave me absolutely nothing but more energy. So I'm basically just crazy drawing on energy, and it's not really helping me right now. And meanwhile, he's getting all these trainers, and this is starting to look like a replay of last round. Just I keep getting energy every turn. Like I don't need all this energy. I need trainers to help me kind of get the things I need. I play Pokemon to the bench, just like how important it is for beginners. Is to always have enough Pokemon on your bench, because if you run out of Pokemon, no matter how strong your active one is, if it runs out of hit points, it's gone and you lose. I find Rattata is Rattata is a really good starter for 20 damage for 1 energy. That's pretty decent, but it only has 40 hit points, so it dies pretty easily. I noticed that I finally get an EV, so I can evolve to a Flareon next turn. So I just keep gnawing because he evolved, I think. So he knocks out mine. So let's take out the Magmar and evolve the Flareon, evolve the Eevee to Flareon, and just keep charging up so I can use Flamethrower. I love fire decks, despite my name. I love Luxray, but I do like fire types. I love fire decks. Typhlosion is my favorite, as you can probably already tell. Electric ones are fun as well, but these are really the best. So I retreat to the Flareon just to speed things up a little. Flamethrower doesn't actually knock it out, which is crazy. So I notice he doesn't really have that much energy left, so I Flametail it. It's important to assess the cost of each attack. If there's no cost, obviously you can just use the biggest one ever. But you can just use the biggest attack every turn. But if bigger attacks cost you things, then you gotta think about it before you attack. So I do use Magmortar, bring out Heart Crush. Oh, I don't actually. Never mind. I don't have enough energy. I do like that Pokemon Center. It does let you heal bench Pokemon 20 between turns. I believe on a coin flip. Maybe not a coin flip, but yeah. So I get enough energy to use the Hard Crush. And I actually managed to get 3 energy there, so that does crazy amount of damage. And that was just lucky. When I realized that it was discarding my deck, usually I don't really enjoy attacks that discard cards from your deck to do it, because it's really chancy when you do something like that. I notice I have 29 cards in my deck, so I still have enough energy. I discard 0 energy, so I do 0 damage. As you can tell, I'm still trying to hit the Quilava, a Hard Crush, and managed to do 150 for a 150 damage. I get the Ninetales, and I actually retreat. Interesting. Yes, I retreat to the Cyndaquil because I don't want to discard any more cards from my deck, and because I know Cyndaquil can do 20 and knock it out. There isn't really much strategy involved in these basic games, because for these basic games, it's just for people to get familiarized with the format and how it works. So really, it's just you attack me, I attack you. Not too many effects or anything. I use Heat Acceleration just to get some cool fire energy onto my Pokemon. Bam! I'm still trying to pull the Quilava, as you can tell. He skips dead draws on the energy, I think. And I do get the Quilava, which is great. And I attach 1 more energy to the Quilava. Oh, I don't. Never mind. I use the Ninetales. And I can burn it, but because of his Poke Power, I get burned as well. But that's pretty much that's pretty much the craziest thing you're ever going to see here. Like, to be completely honest, that's probably going to be the craziest thing you'll ever see. is the burning and the Poké Power there. Because not too many of these beginner cards have Poké Powers. I mean, abilities, it's called now. So I retreat. I use Pokemon Center to heal the 20 damage off my Ninetales, just for the heck of it, because, I don't know, it doesn't really damage me too much if I don't. I discard the energy, I'm able to just kill the Arcanine, knock out the Arcanine. I don't know why I keep saying, I don't know why I keep saying, like, killing. But, I have a full heal, I potion it, just to heal a little bit. Full heal to heal the burn. I'm just playing what I have. I play the plus power just in case it doesn't work. And then I fire spin. Bam. To take the last prize. And I advance to the next player. And I do realize that I have a new fisherman, which is useful. But I would really like something like, I don't know, a catcher. Or like a Sharon, a Juniper even. So I skipped the dialogue just because I was getting a little tired and my computer was actually lagging at this point. Bing, 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 there we go. So I noticed that I do have the Quilava, so I decide to wait on it and take out the Cyndaquil. And put the Cyndaquil on the bench so I can evolve it. I can kind of raise it up on the bench so I don't need to have it take damage and stuff. I first start off by playing the Bill, evidently. Because anything that lets you draw cards, is useful. I notice it's a water deck, I freak out, and I just try to burn it, basically. I try to burn it before I start my my strategy. It is a Tails, so he does start getting damage from the burn before he can start attacking me. He does attack me and knocks me out instantly, which is not great. He does have a Tails though, so basically only 20 more damage left. So I flare it to kill it off. And that pretty much destroys all his energy resources. He energy searches for a water energy and attaches it, and he evolves it to Wartortle. I attach an energy to Cyndaquil, and I bill, just because if they let you draw cards with no drawbacks, always draw cards. So I flamethrower, and I just hope so fervently that he doesn't have anything. He does have Simipour, but I don't know why he did that. Like, it's a computer, it's supposed to be smart. So therefore, without putting anything on the bench, that's the last one. That's the last of him. I do get 2 things removed, and I get Fisherman and Eradicate, which is really great because Eradicate I can evolve from Rattata now. So last game of this part we're going to have is playing against Allie, and they're all really competitive. They're like super nasty, super nasty comments. Not that I care, but so tell me what you like about this, guys, and yeah, tell me what you like. Tell me what you like about this segment and what you don't. I think I'm going to keep Fridays like this now to replace the openings because we really don't have that many openings and announcement videos. So, yeah. So I play a bunch of stuff on the bench, which is pretty useful. Energy though. So she passes, I think. That's what I'm getting from this, is that she passes due to energy drought. So I attach to Flareon and Ninetales. I evolve Flare on Ninetales and I attach. Then I retreat. Another important thing is here, always read your attacks. And I'm shocked to find out that Heat Acceleration is for the discard pile and not the deck. So I was pretty freaked out because it wasn't as much energy as I hoped. So I ended up only getting 1 energy attached to Flareon. That's okay. I still managed to knock it out because of the burn. Special conditions, if you can inflict special conditions, do it, because it's incredible. So Croagunk gets burned like I hoped. Random receivers to get a Team Plasma Grunt. And these are all really, really like new cards too, so it's insane how good the decks are here. So I attach to the Flareon, I Searing Flame, although I don't think I'll need anything else, because it's gone. Oh, it's not gone yet. It's gone this turn, for sure. So I build to get 2 more energy. I don't even bother attacking. I ended my turn to try to give her another chance. Doesn't find any Pokemon, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna attack and end the game. That's my neighbor's dog. So that knocks it out. So that emphasizes how important it is to not to have bench Pokemon, or else the game's just over. So thank you everyone for watching once again. We have a regular TCGO video coming up tomorrow, so have a great weekend, and see you all soon.